in for an instant analysis of the UAAP Women's and Men's Finals. Kasama natin si Coach Ronnie Magsanoc na tumawid lang mula Cubao. Coach Ronnie, good evening. Grabe. Two excellent games that we saw today. A 3-2 volleyball fans. Finals level na talaga, no?
Of course,
ang competition. Simulan natin himayin, Coach Ronnie, yung men's finals na alam naman natin, walang talong Ateneo going to the finals. And siguro hindi ito yung inasahan ng mga fans sila na mahihirapan sila ng husto against NU. But what did you see in that NU game na actually, kung napansin ng mga viewers natin, lumamang pa sila ng 2-1. Diba? After 3 sets.
Totoo yan. Sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon, nakita ko ang Ateneo behind in the match ng 2 sets to 1. 24 days not seeing action dahil sa sweep na nakuha nila. Probably there was a little rust. But you also have to give it to NU dahil I thought that they came up with a very ripe and very good game plan laban sa Ateneo, which they executed well enough to build a 2-1 advantage.
Okay.
Pero anytime you're up against the two-time back-to-back champions, you have to kick them down while they're down.
Yun na nga.
At hindi nila nagawa.
Yun.
Eventually, humabol pa yung NU doon sa dulo. From 13-8, it became 13-all.
Correct.
But in the end, Marquis Peo, once again, the biggest difference for Ateneo.
What did they do well in the first 3 sets that got them the 2-1 lead na hindi nila nagawa pa rin, hindi nila na-execute in the last 2 sets where they gave up the 4th and the 5th set?
Well, first things first, they kept their unforced errors to a minimum.
Okay.
Number 2, their offense really worked well for them. Dahil si Dayan Dante, nakasabay ng gusto dito kay Ish Polvorosa, na one of the top setters in the competition. And I think that Ismael and Brian Bagunas and the rest of the Bulldogs, very sharp. They just came off a win versus FU in their last match. So I thought that they were in rhythm. They frustrated Ateneo a bit, and kumbaga, they played faster than what Ateneo showed compared to in the first 2 sets. But eventually, Ateneo warmed up. At yung 4th set, I think ang pivotal set dyan dahil nung nakabangon yung Ateneo, nakabuelo nung gusto dun sa 5th set, pero humanga ka rin dun sa inyo dapat dahil nakabalik eh.
Tumikit pa.
Nakabalik eh. Nakabalik talaga, and they had chances to pull the rug from Ateneo. Pero once again, composure, championship experience, set into play for the Blue Eagles.
Okay, now, NU's coaching staff already talked about it na they're hoping na itong near win will be enough momentum and confidence boost for the team to believe that they can beat them and try to snatch game 2.
Of course, iba na yung ikaw ang lamang kaysa na sa ikaw yung naghahabol. It's only a race to get 2 wins.
Right.
And when you win game 1, you put your opponent on the back heels right away and force them to make some adjustments. Well, ikaw naman, pipinuhin mo lang yung mga kinakailangan.
Para sa Ateneo, may pagka-wake-up call ba ito for them to give up the lead in those sets that they were on the brink of losing the game?
Well, I believe that the Eagles have understood all along that it does not take an easy path all the way to the top. Alam na nila yan in the last 2 years, especially now dahil marami ring mega-graduate na players din sa NU. At alam nila na sharper yung NU supposedly pag game shape ang pinag-uusapan.
Correct.
Wake-up call ba? Probably when they sense danger, they played much better, which is a sign of a championship team. Is it a wake-up call? Probably yes. Dahil alam na nila that they have to play better from the start rather than allow themselves to be behind and then once again hope for a resurrecting run the way they did dito sa game 1 win.
All right, now let's shift our attention naman, Coach Ronnie, to the women's game. Very much anticipated as well. Siyempre, ang taga natin hinintay, nakaiwas pa tayo ng ASEAN for the weekend.
Nadagdagan ng pahinga eh.
Nadagdagan ng pahinga at eto na. At nakita na nga natin yung women's game. Now, remember, coming into this match, LaSalle never beat Ateneo in the first 2 rounds. What did you see right away from LaSalle? Is something different in their eyes, in their mood, in their confidence na in-race nila yung dalawang talo na yun and they saw this game as a total new start?
Well, I think that they approach the first game of the finals with a fresh perspective. Dahil maski naman natalo sila ng dalawang sunod in the first 2 matches, all it did was give Ateneo the top-seeded spot entering the Final Four. Pagdating naman sa finals, fresh slate clean slate. So, I think they took strength from that opportunity na starts from scratch. All they need to do is win a set first and then hope that they put pressure on Ateneo. What they do, did they do something different? Yes, in terms of solidifying yung kanilang offense because in the first 2 matches, hindi bumobomba ng gusto si Cheng at si Chamson.
Right.
At ang talagang inaasahan doon sa laban na yun, si D at si Majoy Baron, nag-deliver naman. But in this match, after the first set loss, biglang bumomba si Cheng, pumunto si Chamson, at once again si Don Macandili, lumitaw.
But there was a point in that second set that they were down.
They were down and almost out until Kim Fajardo happened for Lasal and saved the day para sa Lasal. Ateneo, I believe, was up 20-18.
Correct.
Talagang
20-18
laglag-balikat na.
Yeah.
But when Kim Fajardo stepped up to the service line, nabago bigla yung team plan. That's why that second set win was extended all the way to 29-27 in favor of Lasal. Dahil kung hindi nakalusot ang Lasal doon sa set na yon, chances are may hirapan na sila makabalik being 2 sets down.
Correct. Now, that third set, again, another nail-biter, 25-22.
Ganun na naman.
What did you see? It is a game of runs. You know, each team had this 3-point run, 4-point run. Anong nakita mong pagbubuhat ni Kim Fajardo? And you said it during the telecast na iba yung veteran experience na kinailangan niyang ikarga at certain moments. And she said it also at the end of the telecast, iba yung interview sa kanya na
composure.
Iba yung composure na dala niya, no?
I think they understand na sa loob ng isang laro may peaks and valleys. Alamang ka, babalik ang kalaban, alamang ang kalaban, babalik ka. It's about understanding that you don't need to panic. Trusting your capability to play and execute what you need to do. Anong kaiba ang ginawa ng Kim Fajardo? Dito talagang binuhat niya yung mundo. Kasi I thought that initially, struggle na si Desiree Cheng, reception-wise, efficiency sa kanyang atake, at ganun din si Tin Chamson. Majoy Baron also struggled after the first set. Pero talagang ginawa ng paraan ni Kim Fajardo para mabuhay ang loob ni Tin Chamson, para muling manumbalik yung kumpiyansa ni Desiree Cheng. Pero maliban sa leadership na pinakita ni Kim Fajardo at yung stability, I think si Don Macandili quietly once again was a superior game changer for Lasal in terms of defense.
And another magical moment, Coach Ron, in the fourth set where Ateneo almost had a chance
Lamang na.
to tie it at two sets apiece, 18-15.
Lamang na.
Biglang 6-point run. Ay, hindi ko makalimutan yung timeout. Nalala ko, nag-timeout si
Coach Tai.
Si Coach Lasal. Down 18-15.
Yes.
At talagang naisabon yung mga girls na losing focus, na, you know, sabi niya, you have to earn it. You know, I'm paraphrasing his words, but you have to earn the win against these girls. They're working harder than you. Anong nakita mong magic na naman ni Coach Ramil na nahugot na naman niya yung focus na to snap back into shape and run 6 straight points to get the lead again?
Well, I think there's a reason why Coach Ramil has been the winningest coach in the last 9 years in the UAAP, winning 5 for Lasal. Ano ang sinabi niya? Unang-una, narinig yung boses niya. I believe that in a title series, players sometimes tend to lose and forget to hear the voices of their coach. And that is always a calming presence para sa players.
Lalo na pag kalmado din si Coach.
Oo, kalmado. Siyempre, merong tono ng mariing pag-alala. Just reminding his players what they needed to do after being down by 3. I think gave them enough boost para makatabla. Pero may timeout din si Coach Tai Bundit na nakapagbalik din sa Ateneo. So, both elite coaches doing the right things, calling the right ceasefires. But eventually, I have to point this out, that when Lasal lost the first set, reception was a huge problem for them. All throughout the course of the match, the team that served better and the team that received better always came out on top. It was the same storyline in the 4 sets that we played. Yung team na lalaylay yung reception pagdating sa dulo, yung team na aangat yung antas ng service pagdating sa dulo, yun ang nakakalusot. And in the end, Ateneo, for the first time in 3 matches, they were not superior compared to Lasal in terms of offense. At yung talagang reception nila talagang namroblema ng gusto laban sa Kim Fajardo and the rest of the Lady Archers.
Nakitaan na naman ng butas, no? Receiving the serve.
Saka tuloy-tuloy.
You were saying that she had like 5 or 6 aces. She had a very crucial one, yung second to the last point, 24th point nila, ace na naman yun.
Kasi she got already into the minds of the Eagles. Ganon din naman si Gia Fajardo eh. Pag nagsiserve si Gia Fajardo, parang hirap na hirap sagutin ng Lasal. Pag nagsiserve naman si Kim Fajardo, para bang naninigas yung mga sasalo for Ateneo.
Para bibigat yung mga binti.
Oo, and these are the top 2 servers sa competition. Pero ang nakakatawa pang biro is every time crucial, yung dalawa ang lilitaw dun sa service line. Nag-rotate na nga eh. So, ito na naman yung situation. Over and over and over again. And I think this will hold true for the rest of the finals. If you want to win, you have to receive well. Because yan ang DNA ng Lasal, na hindi lumabas ng first set. Para naman sa Ateneo, kailangan hindi lang magaling na opensa na nabantayan ng Lasal, kundi matibay na first ball at service receive.
Obviously, the coaches saw as well the importance of the serving and reception respectively. May mga instances pa nga nag-strategic substitution sila. Diba? To put in good servers in the game.
Totoo yan. Yung mga major hugot ni Coach Ramil happened in the first set dahil bumaba sila eh.
Yeah.
Pero yung kay Coach Ty Bundit, bumalasa, gumamit ng malalim na rotation.
Yep.
Nag-deliver naman si Madayag. Some did not. But I think dun sa libero capabilities nagkatalo kanina, tago lang kasi hindi pumupuntos. Pero si Don Macandili, grabe, hindi mo malaman kung energizer bunny yung tawag.
Yep.
At yun din naman naging kakulangan para sa Ateneo to be able to use Gia Morado to the fullest at ma-maximize nila yung offense nila, something that we were not able to see of Ateneo in the last 2 sets.
Now, if you're Ateneo, how do you bounce back in game number 2?
Well, unang-una, psychologically, they have to be able to regroup.
Okay.
It was the first time I saw Ateneo behind against LaSalle all throughout the season.
Yeah.
First time to taste a loss.
Correct.
Do they have time to recover? Yes, they do. What do they need to do? See where LaSalle was able to get their much-needed points. See how they can align better to receive yung kung saan dinadala nila Kim Fajardo yung bola. Dala mapag-aaralan mo naman yung service tendencies. And then, once again, probably just play point per point per point. And also understand the fact that even if they have beaten LaSalle in the first 2 matches, it's a different case.
Correct.
Totally different scenario we get to the finals.
Alright, so all the more exciting talaga yung pag-aabang natin sa game number 2
Todo yan sa Sabado.
na mangyayari yan sa Sabado. What a sporty day on Saturday. May NBA playoffs sa umaga, may championship volleyball pa sa hapon. Dito lang yan sa SNA. Maraming salamat, Coach Ronnie.
Thank you,
We'll see you again next time.
Salamat.
Hi guys, keep watching The Score for the latest sports updates and don't forget to subscribe to the ABS-CBN Sports in Action YouTube channel.